Hello, everybody. Sunday. There we go. She's got the hat on that puts the light in. See, I really need to let that hit underneath the brim. Look at that. See, there we go. Sorry, we were chit-chatting about things. Hello, everybody. This is P over here.
M over there.
Mariah.
Mariah.
And together, we are
PM Artist Studio. I like to mix it up a little bit, you know.
All right, my arty friends, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. That's how we know that you were here. And then we can get to the arty stuff here in just a second. I'm going to say hello to y'all. But in the meantime, let's see. So say hello there. And then we're going to say hello back. But get those thumbsy upsies if you haven't done that already. Mucho importante. We are simply, so it's kind of weird because we're at 11,666. We need a few people just to, you know, that 666 makes me a little, you know.
Yeah, really.
I have things about that, but whatever.
Reach out to your relatives and friends. Or even your, you know.
One of these days we'll end up with 100,000. Then I get my trophy and then I'm very, very, very happy. Until then, you know, we're still very, very happy. But, you know, it validates my feelings.
Yeah, I don't care. But I am supporting Mariah in this
endeavor. Okay. And they say to put it out there. So I'm putting it out there. Whipping it out on you. Okay, let's say hello to everybody. I have some announcements and things. But we'll get to that here in just a second. We've got Acme, Anthony, he's the berry maker. Apone, that's April. Becky, Belinda, Carrie the crafter, Carrie Griffiths. Cookie W, that's Cookie Wookie, aka Mo. Darcy's here. Eddie. Darcy, I hope you're feeling better. Doing better. Eddie's here. Elizabeth, Estella, Gerald, that's Jerry. Griffinchill, that's Rhonda. Healing is recycling, that is Liz. And then she went away. Elizabeth Folcomer. Who else popped in there? Bartender's daughter. That's Dawn. And Webb popped in there, I think, too. Yes, she did. All right. Look at me, Justin, with the list here. Jeanette, a.k.a. Janet. Hello. And tell your sister hello. Jennifer McKinnon's here. Jenny Roberts. Joanne. Joni. Lygia. Happy birthday, belated. Happy birthday to you the other day. And I showed some of the things that you sent us, and we're very excited about that. And by the way, I need to send you a picture of the thing that you sent, Izzy, because she now has a little purse, and it's part of the whole thing, and she's very excited. She's styling. That kid. Okay. Lizanne, Marcia Markle's here. Mixed Medium S, that's Lori, Nadine, Paula, Panka, Ricky, Normire, Rosemary, Kay. Star Clever, that's Linda, Suzanne Anderson, Tegan, she's the bookmaker. The Shelley Studio, that is Marvel, and Vanessa. Some other folks popped in there. Give me some extra pinky hello hands. I will get you helloed like Jenny Roberts Day did. Woo woo. All right, my arty friends. So some quick things. It is the beginning of the month. If you want to sign up for some things like swaps and whatnot, well, there's just the one swap, which is ATCs. There is the collage prompts that are listed over there in Makers. And then, of course, we have the color combo. If you join us tomorrow, I got some ideas about some things. Also, might be using some foil things and whatnot. Maybe. I don't know. I want to. I go to a birthday party later this afternoon, so I don't know what my timing
on. You have one of those cards. I might use that as some of my color.
Sure, I do. In fact, I printed out some regular ones, too.
Oh, that'd be good. That shiny stuff is not.
Yeah, I just felt like, I mean, I wanted to show that it does look, you know, fabulous. So we'll show that here in just a second. Okay.
Yeah, because I like these colors anyway.
Later in the month, Darcy, Addie, and we have a swap and make that we'll be working on. Hopefully I can get to that. I don't know if it's going to be an extra video or whatever. We're still kind of working that out. And then Caleb's challenge. Remember, you need to have purchased his liquid layers, one of the two at least. Post the design over in Makers. It needs to have the hashtag Makers Caleb Challenge in it. We are working on more details. Remember, he's a, you know, high school student. I told him, so you can't just be whipping things out at people and then not like have all the stuff ready. New designs. P's going to be doing some things with those. She's also going to be doing the bookmark. That was last month's swap. That was a little judgment right there. And then again, hi Gia, happy birthday. Okay, those were my. I'm gonna go top
Hey,
side.
I've already.
I know you already discussed it with your swap partner, and that is fabulous. As long as the terms have been
and we have
agreed upon.
Both forgiven each other for not getting it there in time, and we don't really care.
There you go.
And I'm going to talk about him and show him today. So was Monroe here?
Thimble and Thistle. I haven't seen him. I think he has like kind of a crazy work schedule. Hello, Angela.
Okay.
Hello, Miriam. Hey, Carrie. Got both Carries
You
here.
didn't tell me I was topside. I'm just
Hey, you're topside.
dink-donking around here and not knowing that
We were topside.
I need to have a little ridge there. But if I have a ridge there, then it interferes with my show plate. So I don't know. Okay, one thing I wanted to talk about very quickly because I'll be working on this more on Tweaky Tuesday.
That's still more stuff from the book. The junkie.
Yeah.
Junkie.
Okay, so I found this on the floor.
We live in Yupo.
We do. It's just
It's just
part of our decor. We have a very interesting floor.
We try to sweep it almost every day, but it's just like
I just vacuumed again. And
Hey, Sherry.
How does it get all the way upstairs?
because it
Two
sticks on your
flights.
feet.
I don't feel it. I don't ever wear.
It ends up in our bedroom because it's like, and then it's funny when the kids are here doing the scraping and all of that, you can tell like from where they've scraped that they create a path to the office because you're going to get in Yupo and different things. So in between there, it's just a walkway, and that's where it begins.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess you need a little rub to scuff your feet off on. All right. So anyway,
yes, Paula.
I have used the Daniel Smith transparent watercolor ground.
Hey, Ann.
I painted it on this morning, and I've done this before, and I actually
Jennifer.
finally read the instructions here, and it says that
it's not as bad as glitter, but it's definitely it's annoying cousin.
Chunks
Yeah, because you can actually
doesn't seep, like sift down into the cracks.
or like stick.
Yeah.
Stick.
All right, so here's the deal with this stuff. It says allow 24 to 48 hours to cure before applying watercolor or acrylics.
I also chuckled when she told me this. I'm like, oh, we're following instructions. Okay.
Well,
I didn't say that to her.
The reason I am is because this is very flimsy paper here. It's like one piece of, I don't know, book paper.
Old paper.
Mm-hmm. Now, it does have some layers of other stuff on it, but not everywhere. So there are places where there's just one layer, and I'm a little concerned about that. And I might go ahead and quickly put, since I won't be doing this till Tuesday, put another layer on just for shiggles and grins.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say, show up on Tuesday if you want to see the rest of this and see what I do, because I am going to do
She's following the instructions this time.
I'm actually following instructions. Now, I've got to put this back in the right place because I was looking for it a bit. Okay, that's going to go away. And Mariah, it's your job to tell the scrapers I want these.
Okay.
Because I'm going to use them as large quotation marks.
Oh, that's a statement.
And that's exactly what I thought. All right, where do I want to start here? Okay, this is where I want to start. All right, so I didn't use these stencils the last time.
Eddie says, noted. The date P followed instructions.
Yeah, y'all should write that down and, have
Hello, Margie.
We'll have a holiday on that one. All right.
Hey, Gray.
So, I had these, they've already got a layer on them, but it was just this messy stuff, and there were just little stampy things hither and yon, and I thought, all right, I want to make this more integrated. So I applied the principle of pointillism, and you can look that up. That is actually an art movement. I can't, I'm trying to think of an artist who did this.
Let me Google that for you.
Google it for me. I meant to do that. I apologize. So anyway, these are either brayer-offs or print overs that, first layer was not terribly successful. Actually, I
Oh,
think
Syrah.
Syrah.
Syrah? Oh, I thought it was Syrah, but
well,
you know. Okay, Syrah,
it-
Syrah.
It's
Whatever.
it's French, so you always lose the T.
Okay.
Uh,
Pissarro. Lucci.
Yeah. Anyway, look it up.
Van Gogh.
To
You
some
know that guy.
Yeah, sometimes
on the
he
list.
kind of did that, but he was
He was not like into it.
You know, he didn't commit to it 100%. Syrah, on the other hand,
He dabbled.
He dabbled. That's good because he. All right, so I'm going to do one of these today because just number one because they're kind of fun to do, and then we're going to print over with these stencils, and you can see
These are some new ones, y'all.
Yeah, these are the ones I didn't get to the other day. Well, actually, I didn't really.
Well, we had a short day because it was Thursday,
Yes.
so there wasn't a whole heck of a lot of time.
All right, where's mine? There it is. Okay. So here's a brayer off. And I mean, it's not horrible right now. But, pardon me.
Oh, there's been some weather and like the baby's congested. She's got a cough. I don't
have the beginnings of kind of an earache.
Old Texas Paul said, "Sorry, my face looks this way. I got allergies." I was like, and he's in his East Texas, so the struggle is super real out that way.
Yeah. Okay.
They got more trees and things
and stuffs. Okay, I don't. You know.
Yes, the spiky doodads.
I wished I had a clean one of these, but I haven't had my little peeler up here lately. She's been doing.
Oh, hello, Michelle, and thank you.
Other things. Okay, so basically, I'm just gonna pick this lime and go over the. Just because I can.
This is a color combo. You want to hold that
combo and
hold that up into the, and if you do lines, that'll be extra special because then.
What?
Because the mark making is parallel lines.
Well, I'm not paralleling line. I'm dabbing.
I'm just saying, you know, in case. You've already parallel lines. You've brayered out there.
Okay, good. This is still viable.
Just
some of these that I open up, I'm like, no, we're not gonna. Okay.
Hi, Bling Auntie.
Put that over there. I guess Mariah, if she needs to, we can get another one of those.
Of what?
That card thing that you handed me.
Yeah.
If I mess that up, and
I have two more.
It is important to get the right brush. Can't remember which one of these. The fatter your brush, the fatter your
Didn't last
dots. We're gonna go with kind of a medium one here. Okay. I'm gonna get this. Looks like it's transparent, sort of. I know there's some stuff in there.
There's some stuff in there.
I'm not sure exactly what, but it's one of those that.
Frog in a jar.
It has a number, but I think it's been altered a bit.
Yeah, don't trust that because this was like years ago. But if you are interested, if you're kind of new to us and PM Art Studio and things that we do over here, those little jars back in the day, P went through and we even have a book that is downloadable free that gives suggestions. I dare say they are not full-on recipes. They are suggestions on some color mixes and how one gets there.
And you can see this is kind of clumpy. But for this particular purpose, I think it's going to be okay. Maybe. I just kind of have to get it integrated here and see what happens out here. Okay, well that's really singularly unimpressive. We'll just have to.
Actually, there was one more announcement.
Augment.
Sherry reminded me there. If you know, you know. We have new T-shirts. Per Lizette's request of the Love You Like a Long Haul. And then y'all were so sweet. You kind of like pretty much seemed like everybody liked the rainbowy one, which I felt like that was probably going to be the way. But, you know, I like to ask and get y'all's feelings about things. And so that is available in on our TeePublic.
Yellowish green.
And the nice thing is, I don't know if they're having a site-wide sale, but whenever you put a new listing up, it is on sale. So there you go. I have ours on our way.
Oh, great. What color did you get me?
I got you the darker blue, like the slatey blue thing, I think. I hope it's the right one. If not, then
Okay, you can see what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking some of my more
The big words, yes.
opaque paint and mixing it in with this. It's really... And, you know, it doesn't matter if it's you don't want it to all be the same anyway. It's good if you don't have large clumps because you remember you're going to be putting it on the gel plate.
Mm-hmm. Yes, big rainbow words for the win. Not the little stacked ones. Mm-hmm.
And keep turning your paper, you know, so you get things going. And you can come back in if you see little clumpy things that you really, you know, don't like. You can hit them again. And there's just no right, wrong way to do this. Just...
Oh, if you had that on your gel plate, you could have it like it's kind of moving around on you.
That's okay.
Okay.
I want it to.
Okay.
That's part of the appeal. Just bound and determined I'm going to work that lump in. What?
So Grace says, my only concern is, much like not having a welcome mat because I don't want vampires. I don't want all of these weirdos in town to think that I love them because I don't. I understand that sentiment. I really do.
What are you talking about? I don't get it.
The I love you like a long haul.
Oh.
I think the if you know, because that's on there, you know, unfurling art daily, and then if you know, you know, kind of establishes who you love as far as like my fellow arty people. And if you understand this, then we're, yes, love.
You know, and if you don't,
then you're not. Yeah. It feels a little alienating, but I'm sorry. Just some folks, not everybody's invited to the every hamburger and hot dog party.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the Lyla.
Layla.
Yeah, Layla. I know. Brad did the same too. He's like, Lila. And then you'd sent me that too, Leggy. And I was like, yeah, it does have like a lay lady lay.
That's okay.
Yeah, I like the, because it makes you, like your brain goes there. Maybe that should be the other
now, this achieves two purposes here. This process that we're doing right here. Number one,
I am very specific about my weirdos. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Of course I got that. That's all right. We can use that for a Okay, now before this dries up, I grab one of my little 50-doos over here.
Yes.
And transfer that extra paint onto here so that, you know, we can make an interesting pull off or pull or whatever. And, you know, sometimes you just got to get in there and smush it. Got a very large lump over here.
I didn't get those notes, Becky.
This is, I don't know if you're tactily repulsed by smushy stuff. This probably is not for you. But I'm not.
Right. Yeah, I don't mind squishy. In fact, I have a really great memory. I don't know that I should share it.
It's not appropriate?
Well, let's just say that I partook in some fungi. And then I...
Yeah, it was
early in life.
I love me some fungi.
Yeah. And then I was... this is when I kind of, like, basically lived out of my car, like, just because, like, I'd just go see friends, and, like, it was a pain in the butt to go all the way back home. So, like, I always had clothes and things in my car. because like my friends
I did not know about this.
my friends like live further away, so it wasn't like. And then so my one friend said that I could take a shower at his house, which was great. But and then I had my toothpaste or my toothbrush, but I didn't have toothpaste. He's like, "Oh, hey, there's toothpaste in the shower," and I'm like, "Oh, fantastic! I love brushing my teeth in the shower." Oh, but everybody's this way. You're learning things. Here you go. Anyway, it was like he had this toothpaste, but the little squisher thing had been like, obviously it probably dropped in the shower, and so the little thing, and you had to stick your fingers in there and squish and push it. I bet I spent about 15 minutes just like putting my fingers in it and it out. And it was such a lovely, like I remember that vividly, and I was highly entertained. That's my, whenever people say squishy and if it's tactile on your fingers, that's the memory that comes up.
That's where she goes on that one.
Yep.
Wow. I hadn't heard that story before, and I was really not aware that she was living out of her car.
I don't know if it was living. I just had, you know.
You were
I was
prepared.
well prepared. Yes, I was well prepared.
Well, I love that. I think one should always be.
You know?
Well prepared.
Always...
Okay, we'll do something with that later, and there we go.
All right, good. See, I'm going to
Turn
have some
that sucker
pressures
over.
in the shower.
Look at that.
All right.
All righty.
Oh, thank you, Becky.
There we go. Now.
I love that.
So, we've got us a pointillism here. We've got a pink pointillism.
And a fabulous story.
And a fabulous story.
That my mother's still just kind of working through about.
Yeah.
When was that and where was I?
Well, I know where I was. I was not here in Dallas. I was...
No, this was, you know, I like high school.
Okay,
this was my high school time. Ish. Right after high school. You know, that in between.
Where were you physically?
Clovis. I was visiting my friend Chris. Well, I mean, that's usually who I hung out. My buddy Chris. He lives in Florida now.
Well, I'm not sure that I was aware of that.
All right.
And, okay, I want to talk. I'm really sorry that Monroe's not here because he could get a preview of the next stage of the bookmarks. But, you know, I guess he can watch on rerun. All right. So you all remember when I did the watercolor backgrounds? And then this one you can see where I did the little stripes of paper on it, which, yeah, they were kind of annoying later on. But what I did do to smooth them out somewhat is I took this and I buffed them out. Yeah. Like that. I mean, you know, that really did help considerably. And I'm so thankful.
You roughed them up.
No, I didn't rough them up. I smoothed them out. This is like, what do you call it? Polishing.
Your knob.
No, not the knob, this is the knob.
Things are getting weird.
Okay. So, anyway, I have these in Mariah's first comment, and she said, those are really nice.
Oh. She actually, I don't think she wanted me to see them because she knew that I knew, but.
Okay, so I did I already had most of them, I think, have this kind of business, this, you know, cutesy business on there. And if you want to do that, I think that that's just fine and leave it just like that. Now, I would come in and put, you know, centers in all the flowers. I finally decided, well, I don't really think I'm going to leave them like that, so there's no sense in doing that. Then I got a little bit more experimental here.
I will, Marcia.
And this was on the one where I had and this is so cool. Look at this. Can you see the stamp?
I will say I was 18 when the toothpaste shower situation. I was 18.
Yeah, this is like around the time when I put her name in a box because I was going to Al-Anon.
For other reasons, not for me.
Yeah. No,
I just thought I'd preface
that. She had
I had issues.
She had issues, but alcohol, well, it may have been part of it. But
no, I didn't. No, I really did. I had like 2 incidents that I drank before I turned 21. That wasn't really my thing. I was into other things.
Yeah. So anyway, I just put her name in a box and tied it up with a little bow and turned her over to the higher powers. And you know, hoped for the best. Because at some point, that's what you have to do sometimes with children. She was one of those. She's from the School of Hard Knocks.
Hi, Lynn.
Anyhow, so back to this. So I loosened up a little bit, got a little bit more experimental, and had a lot more fun, you know. This other stuff is pretty exacting and then okay, so got those. Then it went from that to this.
Oh, I kind of like that though.
This was, you can see it's underneath the whatchamacallits. Then this one is the stuff that was on, I just kind of did a wash.
And that one's, I like that. That's probably my favorite so far.
And then this one, I just did a whole bunch of little blue swirly doos over the, you can see the yeah.
It's
mostly.
You know what? It's kind of like, all right, here's a cool way of thinking about it. Like you're zooming in and you're getting to see, you know, like
it's microscopy.
Yeah, you're zooming in and now you're getting to see all of the dots versus the when you zoom out.
You can still see the leaves underneath there and whatnot. Now you can also see the leaves here, and I think, you know, this is where I really started to get a directional feel, where I was, you know, kind of doing a larkspur type. And I don't know if I'm finished with that yet, but I really love the contrast of the light color. But you can still see some of the little flowers and see some of the leaves. So this is kind of like in between these two. Can you see that? Then this one, so I started getting a little more selective about where I put things and yada, yada, boo, boo. And I got really bored with that. So then I went to the puzzle thing.
Like I'm flowered out.
I'm flowered out. I've always got an outlier, and this is the outlier. Okay, but this is cool. Look at this. You can see the paint was transparent enough that
the little dots are
the stamped dots are coming through.
They'll do that.
And anyway, so that's where I am with this business here, and I just wanted to share that with Monroe so he knows that they are progressing along. I haven't decided yet, you know, when I'm ready to
release them
to the world, but it will happen.
I love them.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for keeping like most of the progression of it. I appreciate you doing that.
Thank you. I did really try.
Hi, Sophia.
And anyway, that's it's sort of a fun thing to do.
And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Share this with somebody.
Absolutely. Okay, what do we have here?
You know, do all the YouTubey business that one does.
Oh, good. This will be a good one for inclusion in the second layer.
We're now on to the gel printing session.
Yes, we are making art. You remember how I did this one?
Yes, this was right at the end of Thursday-ish.
Okay.
I love that.
I do too. Can you roll that back the other way?
I can.
Then I can just move along.
Very curly.
It's very curly. Okay, so this is what this one, the pointillism one, and I will say that I used a lot smaller brush on these little jobbers here. And I don't know where it is on there, but anyway.
We are in the Dallas area, yes. Now, we're not, you know, Dallas proper. We're almost Oklahoma if you ask people in Dallas.
Yeah, head towards Oklahoma and you'll find Saxy. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. And I want to pick up these little jobbers and leave the other stuff underneath. So to that extent, I'm putting down my stencil. I'm trying to figure out which side is. Sometimes it's best if I just don't look at it. I can just feel it. Okay, I'm feeling that that's what it is.
And close it up.
Now, let's decide on a color here. And really, I kind of am getting my color from this little leftover edge here.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of peachy. Peachy color.
Yeah, you need to repeat that.
I think so. And thanks for doing that, Mariah. Yeah. And I have this here, and I think that this is just a little more pinky than I want it. So what I'm going to do...
Eddie's throwing out Azo Gold.
Yeah, you could. And you just hang in there. I'm not...
She's not ready for that.
I'm not ready for that gold business quite yet. I don't think that there's enough contrast here for the gold. But I do have another one back here that is exactly what I thought. I really like these little jobbers because I can get a little dot of...
Yeah. It's right there in the center.
Each one.
Mm-hmm. And please keep in mind with this spiky doodads, you get the doodads, and the doodads are different. Just their holes are basically the same. That's kind of how that works.
That. Okay.
It's by Paula.
So we're going to amp this up a little bit with some...
Oh, she's going to post her doodad make tomorrow.
Magenta metallic in the Era paint.
Aura.
She's
in her era of aura.
You know, I don't... haven't used it for a while, so I'm going to
shake it.
Smack it down.
Yeah.
And get it in the...
Eddie winked at you.
Did he wink at me? Was that for the smackdown or...
Oh, that was for the Azo Gold.
Oh. Thank you, Eddie. I just love having my little drawers over here. I mean...
I love hearing that she loves that.
Wonderful. Okay.
I like this mix. It makes me happy.
Well, it's a messy mix, and I really, you know, I didn't want it just to be a flat color.
Yeah.
I really did not. I wanted it to have that sort of variety in that big blob there, because it kind of is reminiscent of the rest of it. So it doesn't look like, you know, you've just pulled this out and suddenly decided that you're going to slap down some splots, which I don't really know what this is called, but boy, it's like sticking like crazy. See that boinging? Come on, honey.
Yes, it is a boinger.
It's a boinger.
But it doesn't, it has less of an opportunity to rip because everything is, you know, it's all, sorry, I'm trying to get into the, circled around. So, you know, when you get those tear points, it's usually at a, you know, a point versus a rounded edge. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go.
Okay, I'm handing this off to Mariah so she can pull this off of here because I do not have...
Yeah. Okay.
This is not a open paint. And I wanted a little bit more variety in my shape there than I actually got. A little disappointed in that.
I don't know where to put them, lady. I need to... My stuff is like spreading out. Like I'm...
Well, and she also has a child over there that...
Yeah, she's kind of...
spreads out.
That's not really true, actually. Everything over there is things that I piled over there, so that's my bad. Like to blame her, but... No, she did make a heck of a mess with my markers the other day. And... Okay. I'm not like... I am super particular about certain things. I think overall, I am not that particular. But there are little things that then when I am particular, I am particular. That's what I'm trying to say. The cleanliness of one's markers is one of those things. And she does not respect the cleanliness of the mark. Like, there's just smudgy, because she did some weird dot thing with, maybe she was working on her pointillism. I don't know what was happening over here other than lots of red dots. That is fabulous.
Isn't that fun?
It is very fun.
I think it's super fun. I'm going to put that over there. Let that dry.
Hi, Carla.
Okay, I've still got a little bit. All right, now we're going to put this aside and let this dry all the way.
Okay.
Because I think that's just the thing to do. I'm not really ready to do something like that. Oh, here we've got some funky.
Oh, hi, Bruja. Puckery. And this one really does very interesting puckering kind of thing because it has that halo, inner halo, and it kept doing it like on almost all the prints. So it's very like it's a feature.
It is. And
hey, cat.
I'm getting my board across here. Sorry if that I'm kind of out of. Okay. Let that dry for a bit and you know, work from something else. All right, so what now? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring...
yes, Carla is... I remember you posted about that. This is rattan. Do you say rattan or rattan? Brad sometimes says it different ways, and it sort of makes me crazy.
Rattan.
Yeah, rattan. And then he'll say rattan, and I'm like, no, I think that's something different.
I don't know. I do not know. I just know that I don't want these lips here for this.
No lips.
Let me get rid of that and bring in another
rock
that I want to work on because I've got some of these, you know, one pass brayer off. And you know, I've been
single swipes.
Now see that?
What is it?
A wrinkle.
Oh, in time.
No, and I haven't even used this. And it's not lying flat. Okay.
I think that has more to say about your plate than maybe the...
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just,
yeah.
Whatever. Okay. So, we're going to pick this up with this.
This is style 3. I know that because Mo put the link in chat. And I don't know the difference.
It's you know, I really, I thought about cutting these off. This outer rim here.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really, really, really hard to get your paper to go down without having that little, can you see that sliver there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got to be right on the money.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just going to hope for the best.
Well, I mean, it'll take 2 seconds to just trim it.
This is true.
You want me to do it? And you know, you could even do it with the fancy scissors, and then that way you would get like a kind of edge, almost torn edge. You want me to do it?
Yeah, I do.
You know, you need to give me the scissors because for whatever reason they have now.
The brown handle scissors.
The brown handle scissors.
I'm not handing these to you unless you promise to hand them
I
back.
will give them back.
I use them all the time.
I know. They're your favorites.
Okay. Well, while she's doing that, we'll go ahead and do something else here. Okay. I don't want to use this particular plate because I want to utilize that lovely ghost print that I've got on there. Let's see what else we've got here. Can we pull off that? Oh, look at this. I don't know what I did to get that, but that's some good stuff, Maynard.
Now, do you want me to leave little, here, look at this little bit. Do you want me to leave little parts like that or no?
No.
Okay. Just nip them. All right. I kind of agree with that.
Because basically what that looks like is that you
didn't do it right. You didn't do it right.
Well, I don't know what this print is, but it's absolutely fabulous. And I'm putting it back over here. And I'll think long and hard before I do something to it because I think
Hello, Anina.
So wonderful.
Wonderful.
I mean, you know?
Yeah.
Hot diggity. Okay. Stick that there. Okay, I'm seeing some things out here. I think this was one from when Caleb was here the other day. And I really do like these little things that are on here. But they're just a bit much, and I don't think that they're going to add to my overall.
I tell you, this is a little trickier than you think it would
Well,
be.
with those chompers, yeah. You know, I have a love-hate relationship with those things. Sometimes I just get.
They cut the Yupo pretty nicely because it's stiff, so that is helpful. But you know, they're still
Okay,
like.
we'll just try to avoid this edge here, and maybe I can get around that.
Here, look at that.
Little farty
And I
area.
got caught up on one area, so if you pull from that edge, that's just you just know that that's what you're getting. And
Now, see, that was the other reason that I was reticent.
mm-hmm.
It's because these are very.
But I think if you pull from the right little areas because they are so connected, you'll be all right.
Okay. I will take your word for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Going the right way.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Juliet.
Okay, so.
Welcome to those of you that come in.
This is the one that we're
see.
going to.
Umsy upsies.
Okay. And we will flop off onto this. And I think that that's going to be absolutely the exactly right thing to do. All right, let's look at this. See this middle business going on here where you put the blue and the orange together, and it's kind of that brownie color.
Yeah.
That's where I'm feeling we're going to go with this. Is brownie. But maybe not quite so. Okay, here's a Lucas Krill, alizarin crimson, which is kind of, and I don't even have it. Usually what I do with these, and I love these people that manufacture paint. You should always make your cap white, because then you can swatch out your color.
Well, there are the nutcrackers, and then there are the wisecrackers. Please keep in mind over there on the website, the PM Artist Studio website, the search area is our search within the website works pretty nice. Pretty nice. So I feel like you put in nutcracker.
Yeah, it'll come up.
It'll come up. And then, but Mo has put the one, and then Eddie has put a link to like all things nutcracker, because there are stencils and stamps. Technically, they're masks.
Alizarin is more of a brownie red anyway. I really like it for most of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes an absolutely stunning pinky color.
Yes.
If you want to go into the peachy range of things, alizarin is your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got that covered very nicely, I think. Always forget this corner down here. I don't know why. I guess it's
Yeah, you're starting to pull up paint more than you are.
I know.
Okay.
I want it translucent, but not to the point that you lose your other.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Doing a great job. Making me a little nervous. You need to pick that up.
I'm making myself a little nervous.
Oh, you need to get that stencil up, lady. Or hand it. Thank you. To me. There we go. Oh, it wasn't too bad.
Move fast.
Ooh, but look at that.
Oh, I love it. Just enough, you know. A whisper.
A whisper.
Hint. Whispery hint of something there. You can see how fast that dries. Look, I'm not even picking anything up. I can't.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Justin.
Done. No more picky.
Hello, Lucy.
And I'm going to turn this over because my feeling about this is
Woo. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, I think that that's probably
enough. There you go. The other way that, like, the reason this works the way that it does is because there's paint to paint. So it leaves that paint back there. And Eddie has done, if y'all haven't seen his latest 2 videos, really well done. I was kind of worried about you a little bit on that first one. You sound a little weird, like I was worried about you. But then you sounded all upbeat in the second one. So, just
what, are you talking to me?
Talking about Eddie.
Oh, Eddie.
But he, one of the things he did, he pointed out in a really, really great way regarding if you were going paint to paint and you still want it to be heavy, you need to have a lot of paint for it to take, because otherwise you get more of the distressed, that type of situation that just happened there.
And here's the thing. I knew I wanted it to have, and I'm very happy I pulled it off when I did, because if I'd waited, I would have pulled up more of like that.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is like if you, the longer you leave it there, the more of what is there will come
up.
Yes.
But I think that this is absolutely,
I was like,
I think it's stunning. I think it's stunning.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna let this dry. We'll clean up the edges so that we just have some messy stuff out there, or not. I don't know.
Oh, let me see.
Well, we do have a bit of other stuff here. Don't know exactly what. I think this would be interesting. You realize with the type of design that we've got going on here, you're going to pretty much obliterate your background just because it's busy. But, you know, I mean, that's what you think about.
Yeah.
What do you want to go away and what do you want to stay? Because this has white in it, and some of that white is going to be, it is still going to be there. Then you can come in and you can do some other things with just, you know, washouts in your brush, or like Mariah uses with her paint, her sprays. I'm hoping that that stuff that's on my plate here is not going to be a real issue. Okay. Let's bring in another of my... I went through my papers, and you'll be happy to know that I'm not going to subject you to that.
You're not going to subject folks to that?
Mariah says, oh, good. She's going to go through another batch of papers. Like we haven't done that 900 times. Okay, where's my thing? Now, let's talk about the color we're going to use here. We've got some lovely metallic-y things here. No, just waffling here.
Waffling. So over there at Jerry's Artorama, basically the 125 milliliter are they're actually on sale, $5.99.
What is?
The Lucas Girl paints. That's pretty good.
Oh,
ain't shabby.
Yes.
Well, and then poor, you know, Paula, because she's in the Netherlands. I guess they are legit cray about what they want. What did she say? €31.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, we're going to go with what Eddie, even though there is some gold on here, I'm going to use this, it's really not gold, but it is a metallic. Coppery business here. Now, I have another one out here. Whoa.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful,
that
Miriam.
Really is kind of in between, you know, copper and pink. I don't know why I'm so fumbly today. Okay, you can see there the difference. This just has more red in it.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of leaning towards that. Rather than, you know, the copper, which I do like the copper. But this is called Iridescent Copper. And this is by Sennelier. Abstract Innovative Acrylic in the pouchy business, which I'm not a real fan of the pouchy business, but
Hey, that's what they make those bottles for.
that's exactly right. And I do, what's great about this paint is it's of the consistency that you can squirt it into the bottles, put some steel balls in there, and you got a pretty good thing going. I'm going to use ever so much more than I did a while ago because I would
Hey,
like...
remember you need to, because it'll
Okay.
dry in the thingy, in the nozzle. Thank you. What did you just do? Oh, well, this, yeah, wipe it up. But yeah, that'll be your next favorite thing.
And
Orifice.
and
Yeah.
it is really hard if you get your lid screwed on and it won't come off. You do have a little thing to hold on to here, but I have actually twisted it out of its got a little aggressive, I guess. I don't know. But I just dumped
Handle your pouches with care.
Dumped it someplace else and it was fine.
Yeah. Oh, I was watching Handy Scandy. She did some great things. She had a wonderful video with her son, teaching him. It ended up being a really great kind of the long haul, but short haul. Anyway, she said orifice, and she just chuckled, and I chuckled along with her because it's kind of one of those. If you know, you know. Oh yeah, Eddie always says he says orifice. Mm-hmm.
Okay, did a much better job.
And Jeanette wanted to point out, P, aggressive? Never.
And when you do this, you really want to
be aggressive.
Bear down. Yes, this is the time to get all of those frustrations out of the way. You know, that person that you wanted to smack in the mouth. Well, this is the time that you can,
crevices.
You can really do that. And isn't that lovely? Tickled by, like, she said she was watching, and she,
hi, Robin.
Puffs. She says, "What is this, Puffs?"
Puffs. Yes. What's she talking about? The pups.
What is this, Puffs?
Okay, says the magic dragon.
Yes.
I gotta check all of that too. Yeah.
Well, Lygia, this is a pup right here.
Yes, the pups.
It's the pull-up paper.
Pickup paper.
Pickup paper. Yeah. What's the S stand for?
Because there's multiples.
Oh, that's okay.
It's plural.
Plural.
Pups. There's never just one.
Never just one.
Ooh, love that.
Isn't that cool looking?
That is very cool looking.
But see, you still have some of that white in there that you can then come in with a really dark color. And remember, because you've got paint everywhere here except for where those white's showing through. If it's too much, you can wipe it up with a okay. Yeah. Very happy about those. And we've got some on the plate here. I don't know what to do, but I wanted to show you the brayer off here. Pretty cool.
We were just talking about you, Nancy.
We were?
I was.
Oh, okay. All right, so again, because I have multiple plates over here, I can put this aside and do something with it later after it dries.
Okay, good.
That one, okay, I might try that.
I loved his tattoos too. I love yours, but you know.
But this is dried, I mean, since Thursday? Is that when I would have done these? Yeah, Thursday. Okay.
I don't know. That one might have been there since Tuesday.
Could have. Sometimes
yes, Justin, and that is a very good question because we have not really, we haven't let folks know here lately. Yes, because she brayers intentionally, she decided that, hey, since these ended up being, a lot of times she was starting to use them, yes, she uses the good paper, the 32-pound hammer mill for the brayer offs because it's just the beginning layers to, some of the best prints ever.
Yeah, and sometimes I throw away the print and keep the brayer on.
It's just she doesn't throw prints away. Don't let her do that. She's being funny.
I was trying to be a little hilarity into the mix here.
Aww. Oh, it's really beautiful.
What?
And I loved his bracelets. Handy Scandy's son, who did the gel printing with her in her video, he has some really lovely tattoos, and he had some cool bracelets.
Oh, well, I'm all about the bracelets. Yeah. No, tattoos not so much because I'm averse to self-inflicted pain. I fall down enough that it's accidental. I don't need to intentionally.
You do not fall down.
Oh, I do too. I just don't tell you.
Oh, is that what I'm hearing up here?
Yeah.
And you're running to the bathroom.
I'd really like to tell you what this is, but I covered it up with.
It's Galleria.
It's Winsor Newton Galleria, and Crimson something. I don't know if that's.
Let's just go with Crimson.
Let's just go with Crimson. It's a good one too, and
She had to tape it up because it was leaking.
Because I did this thing a little aggressive, and you should be careful because see I've got see that little thing right there, that's a potential bursting point.
Yes,
right there. And okay, I'm not sure that Crimson. I just think it might just be really cool to have the red with the pink, and plus we've got. And okay, I'm going to try to not pick up all the color. So I'm going to go kind of heavy. And I just changed my mind. Because I would like to have a little bit, I'm thinking maybe I have opportunities to get 2 or possibly even 3 pulls from this one. And then I'll leave the last one on there with the gold to pull with a completely other color.
Yeah.
Okay, does that make sense? So, I'm opting for alizarin crimson in the golden open. You know that because I put a big O up here.
We think that that's true.
Yeah.
She went through a little phase of changing some of her indicators, and I'm like...
And some of them...
We don't know. They're in between.
Yeah. Okay, now I have cleaned up the rim here with a wet wipe. So that's kind of important.
If you want more rim talk, we did that on Thursday.
Yeah. And I have mentioned that if you just clean it up, that's probably best. I am using a bit of more paint than normally. And I have learned, see how I'm scratching that? And I don't know, can you see that? Is that in the, no, it's out of range there. Okay, so what I do here, and because I've got open paint out there, I'm not concerned about that. But I put this over here, and then I spread it out. Number one, it makes it dry quicker. And when I get ready to brayer off on this, it's going to look kind of cool. And I'm getting it off of my palette knife so that it doesn't build up on there and cause issues.
We're just seeing the edges of it, but that looks great. Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Okay, so now I've got that ready to go. Cleaned off my palette knife. For the most part, there's still a little residue there, but you know. All right, now I'm looking at and see that right there? I'm just taking, and I know it's wasting a little paint, but it's going to help you with the aggravation of trying to get these open the next time.
Yeah.
They won't be stuck shut. Okay. Good Ganook. Okay, so we are brayering the whole thing. And like I said, we've got lots of paint on here. So maybe we can get like multiples. Yeah, and before you start smoothing it all out, make sure that you've got it down in all the little crevasses.
I was just reading that. I don't know what exactly we were talking about. That it was like, it's moments like that that make people think you guys are in separate locations.
Or what?
We're in separate locations because
Because of the delay?
Or like just, you know, there's different conversations happening.
Oh.
It's fine. I chuckle at it.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at this.
Oh my god. So I don't know. Some of y'all probably have seen the little viral video or whatever where the kids like, look at Linda. So then, and of course my daughter has seen it because she has, you know, access to the internet. And so we were getting out of the truck and she goes, listen, Linda. Because I said something to her. I was like,
that's what Izzy said?
yes. I was like, well played.
Okay, I am not going to do that. I'm going to do this. Because I'm saving my paint here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to get a whole bunch of these, and I don't know that I can if I...
Oh, nice.
That looks good, right?
Yes, there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to... This is my brayer off on the brayer off. This is okay. Don't get excited about that.
Yeah, because it's open paint. There's
It's
plenty
open.
of time.
Open.
We're going to be
paint.
dealing with this for a little bit.
Yeah. Now this is part of a...
Yes, the Alizarin Crimson. And it is the murdery red. Mm-hmm. Hello, Lee. Sorry, I was reading through different things there. Sorry.
Okay, put this down here. Here we go. Put this down here. I don't know. Maybe I want to save that. Okay. Plan B.
Okay.
Because that's got some dry edges on it. I really hadn't anticipated. Oh, this will be a good one. This just got some.
All right. We can't be funny until Paula gets back.
But she go to the grocery store?
She went to the powder room.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a very genteel way of saying
yeah,
going to the pisser. Okay, here we go.
just winning people over.
Okay. You gotta be careful with this.
I want y'all to know that I do have this marked for adults only. I've never been under any misconception that we are anything other than adults only.
All right, here, this is great. Now I can use my excess paint here.
Yeah.
On the side of the brayer off that didn't get any paint earlier. And you can iron out those ripples. Sometimes I like the ripples, though.
Yeah, it's really, it's an oldie but a goodie.
Okay, now remember the Lucas Krill that I used earlier. The same color, but it's not open. And you can't do what I'm doing with that dry paint.
Yeah, it has to be an open paint.
It needs to be an open paint to do what I'm doing right now. Just trying to get a lot of that stuff off of there. And of course, some of it is ending up on the back side. And if you mind that, you know, then you probably want to use a clean sheet in between each one. I don't really care about that because I'm not doing both sides. And it wouldn't really matter anyway because you can cover it up. Oh, there we go. Oh, we still have some wet stuff on that.
Well, see, Carrie, this is kind of the opposite in my... How old are you now? Do you know how old you are? 70-something.
Yeah, 70-something. I was born in 51.
Yeah.
Okay, check it out, folks.
Who likes to say these things, and sometimes I'm a little...
I'm not doing the math on that. Somebody else can do the math.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Look, you can see Cokie
Oh, Cokie is there. Look at that.
went
He
all the way
pops
through
up.
the paper. Okay.
How much is 74?
puff.
Is that right? I'm going to do that on the calculator. It makes my brain hurt.
Well, speaking of age, I watched that interview with Joan Baez the other day with
Nicole Wallace.
Nicole Wallace, and my God, she looks so
She looks fabulous.
good. Yeah, she's got good genetics going there. I'm just telling you right now. Okay, I'm having a little struggle here because my...
Yeah, you're 74.
Yeah, well, there you go.
All right.
I used to think that was really old. Back in the
Right.
in the day.
I heard Izzy talking to Caleb the other day, and she's like, "You're old." He was like, "I'm not old." He was a little miffed by that. I thought it was hilarious. He messes with her a lot, so it was kind of nice that she was getting under his skin a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Okay, not a lot, but, you know, some. Cleaned up my stencil, and I'm going to put that aside because I think that's ready for another round of something else. I don't know what yet, but... Okay, let's see if this...
Ooh, I love this.
And when I can call it, I am so excited about that.
Well done.
Now we still have and have not pulled. Look at my arm.
That's fine. It goes
Well,
with
at
your
least
bracelet.
It matches my bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that it's semi-transparent. That's why I waited to do this for a later layer because I had lots of paint on there, and this is just perfect. Doesn't always happen that way, folks. Okay.
Oh, Sophie, you're being very sweet.
This is going to stay just like this because I'm going to turn it over and show you the other side. You see the gold?
Oh, Margie's birthday's on the 28th. Mine's the 20th.
You'll be able to see that more when
Yeah.
we pull the print. Let's just say, leave it at that.
I will be 48. Can you believe that?
No. My God, that really makes me feel old. A lot older than I feel right now.
My age makes you age more.
Yeah. Okay, so here we are.
Thank you.
Put another.
And Brad and I will have been married, actually on the 28th, we'll have been married 25 years.
Oh my goodness.
Remember, you're babysitting my baby. We're going to the casino. Not to actually the casino, they had a good deal. And they have a spa and
Well, they usually have really wonderful food.
yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Like, you can go to the Shishi hotels downtown Dallas, but you're going to pay 3 times as much. I'd rather go to the casino and get a better deal.
And Brad likes to
And Brad's pretty good at gambling.
Yeah.
I do not care for it.
Well, you can.
Well, I usually put like one thing in the slot machines, and if I do well, great, wonderful. If not, then I have done my part to, for the experience.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to pick this up with yellow.
Oh, Gray would like to know. She has an actual art-related question. Thank you, Gray.
Just back on track.
And I mean, like, I'm happy for that. I'm not being a smartass. P, do you notice a difference when you have bubbles under the plate? I don't mean that I'm not sure if my lower skill level making simpler prints. It will push up.
You know, Fran obsesses about that a lot.
Does she?
She always tells me that I have bubbles under my plate.
Oh yeah, she would notice that.
Because I'm not pulling my plates up and using the other side, it is really not an issue. It's a non-issue.
If it's a big bubble.
Oh yeah, if it is a big bubble, and you can tell the difference because you can, when you go over it, it goes boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you probably want to
bubble size matters.
And you can iron them out taking your brayer and pushing really hard, but you got to wait till you get to the edge because if you let go, the bubble goes right back into wherever it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chasing it.
I don't mess with that stuff anymore, just simply because life's short.
Aw.
I've got better things.
Congrats to you, Jerry.
Okay, so I'm going to pick out a...
Congrats to you, Sherry. Ooh, look at y'all getting married at the, Is Jerry and Sherry... Jerry and Sherry, are y'all married?
Okay, now, this is yellow ochre, and I know that it's opaque, although I haven't... Is that the only one I have? No, I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
Nay. That could be a possible.
Becky says the pink doodad's reminder of stepping in bubble gum. It's a sticky situation.
Yeah. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm thinking this.
Oh, it does have a very Jetsons, the 50s, 50s, 60s mod. Hey, by the way, the, mashing these up with the mod squat, like the little modern squares and stuff. And we also have the star stampy things, the little astro looking, yeah, stuff. You know what I'm saying? It goes with the feel.
Oh, that's great. It just wiped a whole
Aww.
bunch of alizarin back on my hand rather than getting rid of the... Oh, that's all right. We don't really care. Now, this is going to be a set aside and allowed to dry, so you won't see this anymore today.
Girl, I love you.
I've got some funky things going on here. Well, I don't think so.
Carrie says that we should put googly eyes on him. That would be pretty hilarious. Izzy would be all about that. She came home the other day with googly eyes on her hand. And did she show you that? And then she was mad because she lost one in the car. And then I drew an eyeball on her hand. She wasn't really digging that. She didn't like the fix.
Sometimes she's a bit
dramatic. It's the best way I can put it.
Yeah. Okay, the other reason I use these pups is because getting rid of this stuff around the edge here gives you a better chance of getting a clean pull without any tears when you finally do, especially on the kind that you are allowing to dry.
Yeah.
For long periods. And you do have to really push down there to get that right next to the paper because that's where your
Sherry,
margin of error can occur. Okay, that looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't worry about using multiples of these anymore because, again, I do use these a lot for collage and I send them off to you all to
during
use.
Giveaways and things.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking you're going to be able to see this more when it's pulled off.
Yeah, because the plate is yellowy. So
here's the thing: when something like this happens, you just look at this and you say, "Okay, so this is really a very low contrast print. This is lovely for something else to come back in, then add another layer, say with the rattan."
Or the mod blocks. with stamps, or because you could come back with the stamps with the
Yes.
crisscrossy, like the stars. I don't remember what we called them.
But anywho,
yeah. Trying to upsell things, y'all here.
Try not to do that because it would go off here.
Hey, Graham.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's not going to be dry. We've talked about that one. Do I want to do something on that one? I could. Got to be careful here because I'm getting down to the point where I don't really have any. Okay, well, this has got a lot of mucky muck on it, and the thing about it is, on something like this, you don't have to worry about it. You can, and Caleb, he was really cute. He wanted to know how to clean his plates. Before I knew about cleaning my plates, that's the way I got some really interesting wall prints. Because after a while where you've got built up paint, that's not going to, you aren't going to get paint to adhere to that when you do your
Well, the best way to think about it, probably for y'all that like have experienced some PM lives and things of that nature, is like in a long haul situation where the paint builds up on the stencil after a time and then paint starts to come off. Well, that can happen on your gel plate as well.
Yeah.
But it's kind of one of those things where you want to be careful because over time your gel plate dries out and then it will just crack and fall apart.
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
there are ways to do it quickly and still maintain and keep your gel plate, maintained.
All right, let's use a different stencil here.
Yes, I was also going to suggest that. That's fabulous, Margie. Thank you. I'm glad that you said that. You can come back in with like the Posca markers or the acrylic paint markers, or even just some of the, like the, what is the one that we like? The dippy doo dab, this one.
Identa pens.
The Identa pens. They work well. Or even the Statler or whatever, as long as it's permanent.
Yeah. Okay, I want to talk about what I did here with, and I really would like to go around the edge of this. It's just that I didn't take time to do that today, and I'm just going to use it as is, which is the way that you would receive it. But I did do this with the smaller one because I want to do and this might be a good thing to do with, because I've already got, and I'm going to use it and leave it on anyway. What's my time here? What am I? Oh, I'm good.
Yeah. Almost 45 minutes. Almost.
Lots of time. Okay.
Hi, Christy.
So what I'm going to do here is we're going to do a shadow print.
Okay, before you get started, 1 second. Welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you're here. We like to know that you're here because we are an
friendly bunch of people.
Arty, friendly bunch of folks. Especially these folks here in the chat. They will hello you up and chit chat with you. If you were not here during the live, that's okay. Let us know down below in the comments. But the number one thing that we ask of you is those thumbsy upsies. It helps build the channel. It's free. And it makes us go, woo!
Okay, so I just wanted to talk about this because I use a lot of the magnesium cream for, I don't know, leg cramps at night. I put it on almost every night and put it on my knee if my knee's hurting or whatever. So I go through quite a few jars of those. And what I was thinking the other day as I finished up another one and kept it, because they're really good jars. They have that built-in seal on the lid. I need to mix up a green because I've got lovely nickel azo gold. I've got yellow oxide.
Didn't they give us, we gave away the one pot of green, I think, that we had in the big old giveaway.
I think I still have another one somewhere.
Oh, then it's out in the tandem, because that's where I think there's still some of the duplicates that we had.
Oh. Well, we need to probably bring some of those in and check them out, because some of I hooked Caleb up. Bless his heart. You know, paint is really expensive. And here is, what is this one? Transparent yellow iron oxide. These make lovely greens. And I can make some different greens with these. And see, this one is this one's not open and this one is open. And even though they're not the same color, you can tell. I mean, come on.
It is wonderful stuff. Jennifer says that she is also a believer in the magnesium cream stuff. I put it on the baby. Like when she's like, there was the day that she had the dance thing in the morning. Then she went and hung out with her friend, and they went played in the sand. They went to the water park. The kid came home. This was her sleepover night, and then came home, and she was just. Oh
man, was she ever a whine bag?
Yeah, she was hurting though, gosh. Poor thing, and just too much. Too much.
Yeah, and I just don't do very well with that. Don't have a lot of patience for it. I'm really happy that Mariah, she's a lot better mommy than I was. I was like, suck it up, Buttercup. You don't want that to happen. Don't do that anymore. I was very much.
She learned it from her parents. They weren't super
Yeah, I mean, if you did something really stupid, it was really best just not to.
Yeah, you didn't
talk about it or
right.
Just
move on.
Move on.
Let's not make it a thing.
Nobody was going to. No, nobody was going to give you anything. Now, I would get sympathy when I would go over to I spent a lot of time with my great grandmother, and she was always supportive and cared. That's probably why I'm as nice as I am. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
I love that.
So now I'm turning this. Whoa.
Yeah, that sounded like that could have been dangerous.
Whacking the side of the
water.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. So we get our paint fairly, and again, this is open paint. Everybody understands that, right?
Carrie wants to know, I wonder if you can make a green gold with the transparent yellow oxide and a blue.
I would think so. Very much so.
It would probably be very, very little of the blue.
Yes, because you can tell right now what's happening with this blue.
There's a lot of paint.
It is a lot of paint. Probably needed to use a little less paint, but whatever. Going out to the edges here because I'm going to put tissue paper down on this so that I can get some nice, really pretty papers.
Yes, this is called the shadow technique that she is doing. And if you have a little less paint on there, or if she were to use probably the bigger stencil, it would have pulled up more. Because see, once the paint's built up on the stencil, it's not going to pull up as much.
It isn't going to pull up as much. But you can still see that this is a nice watery type effect. And you don't want to be putting this down on something right now that you don't want paint on.
Oh, yes. Isn't it Dream Whip that you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. The Dream Whip is what it's called. I'll give you a link. And in fact, I think we have it in our, things that we recommend and love on Amazon. Hold on one sec.
Okay. Now, have some wrinkles out here. No worries. Getting all of my, it's kind of cool. That stuff down here, and I can go ahead and use this because this is not. On the tissue paper, you can have some, if you have a lot of paint on here, it will come through. Can you see a little bit? And even though, oh, see that? The other thing you can do is take your folded up paper towel and do this, and this irons out those wrinkles, pushes them down so that they are not big gaps of white, and your But see, I'm getting some. Ironing out the wrinkles. Okay, that needs to dry.
Alrighty. It's called Eva.
Alrighty, where are we here? What is this?
Hey, Kathy.
So, okay, we're down to the point right now where we really need to pull something.
I really love the way it smells too. Like it, some lavender stuff is like a little much, but it does not bother me. The lavender smell.
Yeah, I have two brands that I use intermittently, and I really one is silkier, and the other is a little more stiff.
Yeah, I put the Diva one in. That's the creamier because it's the whipped.
Yes, whipped.
Yeah.
You know that golden open paint just keeps on giving, and you can get some. That's nice, and this stuff works great for collage. Alrighty.
Oh, that does sound fun. Graham says that there's a lavender farm near where he is, and they have a lavender maze you can go through.
Lavender is one of my favorite fragrances.
It just depends.
I make my the sprays that I use to spray my shirts when I forget to take them out of the dryer in a timely manner. I always use lavender with that. Okay, and lavender is it's one of the only essential oils that you can actually put directly onto your skin. And I looked that up because Elizabeth, my daughter-in-law Elizabeth, gave me this little roller ball thing to use because sometimes I would get headaches on the airplane from the elevation thing, and that was really nice to put in my purse, and it does work. I mean, it's a lot quicker acting than some other analgesics. Okay, look at that. See that? Nice. Okay, where are we here? All right, so we've done those. Now I want to talk about this and why I picked what I did before I get a plate down here.
Okay, we got 30 minutes. This is Wrought Iron by Joni. Hey, by the way, Joni's going to be our Arty chat on the 22nd, 10 a.m.
Of this month?
Of this month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I love this paper so much.
Yeah.
And it's really important that I don't mess this up. So I'm thinking long and hard, but I just thought, this is perfect for this. So got that one. Now, this is the one I did the shadow technique
with the jigsaw puzzle.
With jigsaw puzzle the other day. Y'all watched that. I think this would be really cool on this. Small scale, nothing big. Then I looked at these and I thought, if I use a dark gold and do a flop off on this.
Oh.
So that you see the lines, but yet the background has sort of that fabric-y feel to it, and this will be almost like stitchery. I'm thinking.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay, same thing with this. But now with this one, I thought a dark, almost black blue.
Well, you could do your Prussian. It would look really
I
nice.
could do Prussian, but I think I'm going to mix a little black in with it and make it
Okay.
even darker. Same thing with this here, and maybe
Ooh,
use
yeah.
a dark, I don't know. Think about that one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, these we know what we're going to do. So
We got
just
30 minutes.
Put this aside and think about the color I want to use on this.
Oh, wonderful, Kathy.
Now, hopefully I've got a plate here that I can actually use. Don't want to use that. Don't want to use that. Can't pull that yet. Can I pull this?
Oh, yeah. The gauze is a fan favorite for sure. Anytime we start using it, then...
I get requests not to use it. All right, we're pulling this. Look at that.
Oh, nice. See, and it is more noticeable now that...
You can see the splats a lot better.
Yeah. But you could come in with a marker. Or again, like you said, just keep it in the background.
And I could just, you know, I could use gauze over the top of this. I could use rattan. And pick it up with, you know, some really dark alizarin.
I just love the little spots of gold there, too. That's nice.
I do, too. I think it's...
The leftovers.
It's yes, the leftovers, and we still have a few up there. I don't know that those are going to become a part of the whole
Of something.
thing here or not. Okay. Yeah, I think I can avoid that. See, that's going to be way up there.
Yeah.
Out of the way. No worries.
That's for a different day.
Yeah. For a different day.
Saving that for later.
Okay, I'm a little, when I do this, you see what's happening there?
Mm-hmm.
You're
It's
going
boingy.
to need to be careful. And honestly, I know it's probably going to detract from the design, but here in this business right here,
Well, why don't you just make a connection with your tape?
you can make a connection with your tape. But let's just try it out, okay?
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. Becky says bursting buds would pair well with Paula's spiky doodads. Eddie's bursting buds.
Nothing is...
The flowery one. One of the flowery, you know.
Oh, one of the flowery ones?
But yeah, that would be really good.
Okay. I'm all for it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to just leave the stencil down as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
To get as many layers, as many prints as I possibly can. So let's put these into some kind of order here and go from light to dark.
Well, and which ones, yeah, you want to use for...
Okay, I'm putting this aside because I don't...
Save it.
Yeah. I want this to be a flop off.
Yeah.
I want the lines, not the... So we'll just put that over here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really care about this because I only have about 500 of these. Not a big deal. And same here. These are relatively easy to duplicate.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing. Oh, I just about put that down on top of that wet. This is the only problem with these prints that you...
You want me to come grab some of those?
I think I have places for them, but can you see how that's super saturated?
And then if it's paint to paint, it's going to take even longer to dry because, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't have any absorption. And that's the same story with that booger. I just have to be careful that I don't whip something down on top of it. Alrighty. I think all of these are going to benefit from a darker paint, so I'm not going to worry so much about, you know, what that's going to be. Still picking up.
Red paint.
Blue.
Oh, the blue.
All of this. Thought I had most of it off, but.
Oh yeah, you really have.
Obviously not. I touched the blue again. Have a little drink here.
Cheers, y'all. Stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this is coffee, I don't know how
Okay.
hydrating it is.
I don't want that one. I know I found that the other day and I put it back over. This is what I do.
Uh-huh.
This is what I do, folks. No, that's not what I want. All right, well, we're going to see if I can find my closed purple here.
You're losing, folks.
Closed purple.
There you go. Dioxazine purple.
And yeah,
Not open.
it's not open.
That's why it has a line through it.
Okay. Well, I've done better on cleaning the top off of this one. I don't know why I'm cleaning that right now.
But some of these, like we said, are sort of in between. Like, you know, they're not open, but they're not like...
They're very juicy.
Mm-hmm.
See the juicy?
Like it's heavy body, but not heavy body. Shannon says this is her favorite purple. I think it's P's favorite purple, too.
I like this purple a lot.
It's also a great purple because it can be altered in so many different ways.
Yes. And you're kind of seeing it over here on this.
Well, sort of.
Okay, now you have to remember, this is not, it is juicy, but it's not open. Or anyway, that's what I have on there.
Right.
I've messed up some of these and yeah.
This is one of those purples also, like, depending how much you brayer out,
Yes.
it really alters the color of it. Its intensity.
I'm really trying to get a good thing down in there.
Yeah.
So that I can take off a little of the first layer here since we're leaving our stencil down. So what's nice about your papers that you have over there, you can just grab them.
Carla was worried about the brayer off.
She's worried about the brayer off?
Mm-hmm.
Why is she worried about it?
I don't know. She thinks it might be getting covered up. It'll be all right.
It'll be all right. It will truly be all right. Truly, truly.
That might have been earlier.
Might have. Using a little more pressure this time. A lot of times you can tell about how fast your paint's drying by what happens with your pickup on your puffs.
Yeah, that's a good.
Show you that later, but right now I need to
Move it, move it.
move it, move it.
Look at that haloing that you have around.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Okay. I don't know if this is.
It's tricky.
Okay, my feeling about this is definitely a stencil for
A long haul.
open paint.
Oh, yeah.
Because, oh, I just popped it. Just popped it. This is going to need to go back to the drawing board, folks. I'm sorry to say. And you know, R&D here.
Well, you got to talk to Joni about all that.
Joni, you're going to have to make some more connectors.
Well,
I'm not being ugly about it. I am not being ugly about it at all. I'm just saying you don't have enough there that
for gel printing.
For gel printing. Now, if you were pointing, now I didn't break any. I managed not to break any there, but it's going to be like that one right there. That would be a good one. You know, reinforcing point.
Yeah.
Here on the sides here, where that is, that's going to hold this shape down here. Again, over here on these little parts that flip up. And it's the same thing with, you know, our circular one that we have that I love.
That thing drives me crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think you need to point these things out. And I'm not being ugly.
I'm going to let you, I'm going to tell Joni, give you a call.
But look at that wonderful.
There you go. The other thing is, if you get some layers of paint on it, it won't be as sticky.
It won't be. And the paint helps reinforce build up, helps make it a stronger stencil. Okay, I want to bring this back over here because this is so, and I'm kind of, I might have to reevaluate the purple here. I think it might be a little bit open.
I told you it was, and I think that you had some of your symbols wrong. We discussed this before, that it's like.
But look at this. Isn't that gorgeous?
So maybe you just need to take a little extra time with it, and it's not, you know, it's not a rip and snorter. It's not one that you are up and down and move it, you know, like what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Are you insinuating that I'm a rip and a snorter?
I think we already established that earlier on in the stream.
Well, let's take a little moment there and see. Okay, well, I'm just going to try to pick up the rest of this. I don't have any more open. All of my plates are full. Full up, folks.
Well, you got lots of love on that, and lots of purple love, and love. And an elephant stomper. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
I mean, you know.
I can't believe that much actually came up.
We're going to reevaluate the purple there and take the mark out of the middle on them. Yeah. It's kind of. But it does not. The thing, in my defense, anywhere on here do you see where it says open?
But this is part of the seconds thing.
But see, they even have the sign that's going backwards. I love it. And I am happy as all get out with this, but I can't see.
And it doesn't have like the bar on it that indicates open.
And sometimes it will say, you know.
Right. But these are like tester jars and things of that nature, so that's one reason we don't know.
Now here it does say under the directions here.
Oh.
Well, if I kind of wiped it off, it says to extend or thin, use open mediums, open thinner, or water. So I'm guessing, yeah, we're going to, and I just put that down because I couldn't see open anywhere here.
Yeah.
So we need to reevaluate that and come in and fix that, but I'll do that later.
Oh, they were singing Purple Rain.
Purple Rain?
Purple rain, purple rain.
I think that this one is just so cool.
I do too. That turned out really well.
Happy about that. All right. Got a little bit of mucky muck on the plate here, and of course it is kind of, you know, still coming up. We're not going to worry about small things like that. And somebody wants me to remove this. Maybe,
I don't know. Like I said, I think I was reading it later, so I don't know if it was that one or not. But here, show them, because it turned out really quite lovely. I think they were worried about the purple eating up everything, but it was light enough of a brayering that.
Yeah, and then that's one of the things that you learn about the brayering business.
Jeanette said that was her favorite print of the day.
Which one?
That last one with the outlines.
This one?
Yeah. I think it's quite pretty.
It does look really cool. It does look really cool. Okay, so now we're back to...
You got 15 minutes.
Keyholes. And we're just going to live with what we've got on here. In fact, I'll just see if I can get that up right now. Dispense with the... Because it's not going to be enough. That's going to make a hill of beans difference. But I do want to... Yeah, see, that doesn't even register on the...
Oh, Adria.
On the...
Thumbsy upsies, y'all.
Okay. So, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down some color here. Put down the stencil. And pick it up onto here. And really what I want color-wise here is I want this. And I haven't, yeah, I swatched this out. Okay, this is pretty opaque, but we're going to go thin and see if we can, sometimes I can get this to suck back down in there.
Sometimes it just squirts out.
And when it's a really full pouch, it's really hard to get it back down in there. And you saw what I did a while ago when I'm coaxing. There we go. Coaxing it back down in there. Get back down in there, you little bugger, you. And you just need to do it so that it doesn't squish out and get all around your twisty rim there. Understand twisty rim?
Yeah. Because it will dry up in there. And then the thing's clogged, and then you got to cut the whole thing open. Yeah. And you got to, like, do surgery and whatever.
We've got some purple business coming through here. So now we have kind of a purple. I don't know that this is even going to show up. I needed to have it a little more. It's all right. Whatever we do here is not the end all be all. We have the opportunity to take this print and then do something else to it. Probably. I'm going to grab the one we did earlier here in a minute.
I don't think anything showed up.
I don't think. Nope.
Whoopsies. Do I need to come grab anything?
No.
Okay.
You're good.
Is there paint on the floor?
No, because it's dry.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. The thought was I wanted the thought was I really, really, really wanted this to be I didn't want it to be this. I wanted it to be more of this.
Uh-huh.
And then what happened was it was more of what I don't even have swatched out there.
Uh-huh.
So we're just not going to worry about it.
It was a super secret.
Just move along here.
You got blue paint on your, like, we're just going to go with it. You got 10, 12 minutes.
I don't have time to worry about that. Yeah. All right. So,
I just didn't want you being mad at me for not, telling you. In case you came back and watched this.
Yeah. No worries.
Okay.
No worries. Okay. Plan B.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave what's down there. I don't know whether it's going to make a hill of beans difference or not, but.
Probably not.
Probably not. Whoa. Needed to remove that.
Whoa. And yes, this is Keyhole Orifices, designed by Becky, available in 2 styles.
This is what those lids.
Yes, they make you angry, I understand.
They make me angry. I want to say bad words. Mm-hmm. And, okay, did you see I pulled up some paint there? Because I didn't have my brayer completely, saturated with paint before I started.
We do. We are Orifices promoters. There's lots of talk of Orifices. Hello, Kathy.
Okay, I'm anticipating this is going to be a much better.
No worries. Thumbsy upsies, y'all, though. If you're coming in late, no worries. Come back, watch the replay. Got 10 more minutes here. Sometimes she's done amazing things in 10 minutes, I'll tell you that. I should put a compilation of, you know. Yes. But thumbsy upsies if y'all would, please. And thank you.
Okay, remember, I'm going down into the orifices, so I need
Can't joke about orifices, Becky. We take them serious.
I need to use the convex end of my Baron here, which Anthony has very thoughtfully provided for me. It's ever so slightly. It's not, you know, knobby by any means. Just enough that it makes a bit of difference.
Woo! I love that. It's kind of Alice in Wonderlandy.
It really honestly is. And you still have some white spaces if you want to come in with something else. And there's still some paint down in there. It is drying, but I'm hoping it's wet enough that it's going to. And remember, when you're going to paint on paint, it requires more pressure, more time.
Hello, Karen.
And it came off on the pup, so I'm thinking this is going to be ever so.
Ooh.
I'm waiting for it to show up there.
I like that.
Still, I think what's cool is you can see through.
Yeah.
And yet you have that vibrancy of color there.
That seems odd, Eddie.
What?
The keyholes on that last one seemed like they were being raptured. They were being taken up.
Well, there you go.
Or little pawns.
Okay, so we've got some great stuff going here.
Just seems right.
I don't know how much is going to come up off of there. I've got this. That was not open paint, by the way. So I don't know if we're going to have it. Well, still pulling stuff up on the edges, so
Yeah.
got a good chance. Now, this is a great example of what happens with.
Ooh, I love this. Yes, because of the brayer off. So you have paint there, so there's some paint to paint, which that gets left behind because there's less of a, you know, picker-upper kind of situation with the paper. See, the paper takes more paint.
Yes, it do.
Yes. And Graham, don't worry about that. And just type as you see fit. We will figure it out.
What are you talking
Or
about?
we will then say, okay, wait, I need more.
I'm going to see if I can get some on the edge here where, you know, the brayer off is down the middle. I guess I just thought that green was so absolutely wonderful. I couldn't live without it.
Oh, treasure chest, yes.
Well, we're kind of destroying the whole keyhole thing, but I think there's enough there. It's sort of interesting. I can get this in a place where I can pick up a little bit.
They found they found a chest full of Spanish coins off of the coast of Florida.
Yeah, I know.
Did you see that?
I mean, how exciting would that be?
That would be pretty exciting. I think I think they said like $2
I'd drill
million.
holes in them and hang them on a necklace. I do that.
She does.
And I don't really care whether I'm destroying the value of I don't really care. If it's important to me, then that's all that matters.
She's in a special mood today.
Yeah, just Mariah's. She's responsible.
I keep giving her.
She started off and got me really fired up by some comments about some
things.
Stupid people saying
stupid things.
DA things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's time there? Okay.
Eddie says they're his coins.
They're what?
They're his coins.
Oh, they are?
He would like them back. He dropped them over there. In that treasure chest.
Okay, well, if you get them back, send me a few and I'll drill holes in them and hang them on a necklace.
She'd like a few.
Okay, I'm done for today.
Okay. Hey, that's pretty good. 4 minutes. It is Sunday. That means tomorrow's Monday, which means it's my day. This one will just be in the background eating peanuts and doing other things that she does. Sometimes she reads chat. Sometimes she's funny.
I almost always read chat.
She does, and then she gets involved.
I do, and it's.
Usually,
I just can't. I can't help it. I'm ADD, and when you discover that you've been ADD your whole life, but they never did ever figure it out.
Well, she's still not like diagnosed, but you know, it's all there. We will be back here tomorrow. I'm gonna work on the color combo. I'm hoping.
I didn't get. Well, I did. Sort of. I got lime green
and some blue and gray.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to work mine into the sardine situation because I think the color combo and sardines work very well with one another. And then I need to make sure that I have enough of it that goes in my book. But y'all know how that usually goes at the beginning of the month. That's kind of the thing that I do. And then I have my sardine book, my tuna sardine.
Yeah, fishy.
Fishes. Take care of the fishes.
Yeah.
Situation. We will be back tomorrow. Until then, oh, and we got t-shirts, remember? Love ya.
Like a
long haul.
Woo woo.
Bye, guys.